Stranger, I need your help. You're alive! Just what I need. I'm Saroni, Mayor of Silver Run, a small township in Vardenfell. Morlag Bal's servants tried to pull Silver Run into Coldharbour, and now I'm stuck here. 2 other towns founded by Khajiit and Orcs were taken as well. You are most gracious. I would be grateful. You could rescue the Orcish and Khajiiti leaders. They're all that's left of their villages. Tell them I have what we need to escape. They'll understand. You'll find Ugors in the Orc stronghold to the east, and Zurani in the Khajiit village in the west. Both were once flourishing townships, but no longer. They'll need help to escape. I'll meet you all at the Overseer's Overlook. Not entirely sure myself. From what I've gleaned from the Daedra, this isn't Coldharbour proper, but we're close enough as far as I'm concerned. I was simply referring to you. I and the other survivors have been hoping, praying for someone to come along and help us fight off our Daedric tormentors. And here you are! Not entirely sure myself. You'll find Ugors in the Orc stronghold to the east, and Zurani in the Khajiit village in the west. Both were once flourishing townships, but no longer. They'll need help to escape. I'll meet you all at the Overseer's Overlook.
You are not dead! Trace Meridia. This one was worried he'd never find another living soul in this horrible place. I am Mesadro, follower of Meridia. Coldharbour has been merging with choice regions of Tamriel, and this border realm alone has taken 3 villages, absorbed them through tears in space. My lady tasked me to hinder this. It's been difficult. Help? Yes. There are 3 tears. Holes in the world where Tamriel is falling into oblivion. There's a tear in each village. This one can seal the tears, but fighting is beyond me. If you can handle the Daedra, this one might get some work done. Go! I will follow your lead, and deal with the tears as we find them. Still more tears to close. Very bad. Coldharbour is no good for living. Keep watch while I close this. got it.
It's done. They're all dead.
It's not enough. For what you're asking, I need more.
How can I possibly deliver the whole village?
Your village sits below a volcano. Volcanoes erupt with the right prodding.
So that elf is a traitor. He's turned on his own people for profit. Must have something to do with the Dharma village getting pulled into oblivion. This one is glad to see even elves can make poor life decisions. Still more tears to close. Keep watch while I close this. closed.
It is done. Soon your father will be dead.
Then at last, I will lead.
You will indeed rule at last, when the rock slide swallows the entire stronghold.
That orc must have made a deal with that Dremora lord. He betrayed his village, doomed it to reside in Cold Harbor. Stupid orcs and their stupid fights over ugly rock huts. Not that this one has anything against orcs. Just stupid orcs. Still more tears to close. Very bad. Cold Harbor is no good for living. Mesadro's mother scolds, using all 5 claws. Still more tears to close. Very bad. Keep watch while I close this.
The flood waters rise. Our deal is good then, yes?
Yes. The village will be ours, and you shall have your girls.
Excellent. Now how do I get out of here?
That was not part of our deal. Enjoy your gold.
Did you hear that? That Khajiit doomed her own village. She's the reason it is here. Must have made a pact with the Daedra. How awkward. In future dealings with the Khajiit, try not to think about her. Think of helpful Mesadro, or someone better. Very good. That is all of the tears. This one is finally done with this nightmare-scape of Dremora and beautiful though terrifying bodies of water. No more will be forced to this horrible place. You have helped do a great thing. Now Tamriel is safe. Safer. Safe-ish. Until others make bad deals with Dremora. Oh, sometimes Mesadro weeps for the world.
Get up here, Serani. It's time for your beatings.
Taskmaster is angry. Taskmaster hates this Khajiit. But Taskmaster hates this Khajiit talking to others even more. Go away, or this one will suffer. This one wants to believe you. Very well. I will meet you at the Overseer's Overlook. Just don't tell the Taskmaster.
You'll find Ugors in the Orc stronghold to the east, and Zorani in the Khajiit village in the west. Both were once flourishing townships, but no longer. They'll need help to escape.
Please go away. If the Taskmaster knows we've talked, he'll be furious. You're right. You're absolutely right. I've been acting like a wood elf. No more. Chief Ugors goes where he wants, and the Taskmaster will like it. I'll meet you at the Overlook. I'll be honest, I never expected so brave a plan from a Dunmer, nor help from a stranger.
Stranger is good to this one, and to others. Now Khajiit has to do her part.
We're almost free. Only one task remains. You must die. I've secured a spell to get us out of this plane. However, in order to channel it, I require a sacrifice. And I need it to be you. Time works differently in Daedric lands. I feel like I've searched for years and found nothing. You're the only plan I've got. Please don't make this more difficult than it has to be. The only way for our spirits to reach Tamriel again is for you to die. I thank you. Your offer means more to me than you can know. The quickest, most painless way is right in front of you. Jump. The Mounted will take care of the rest. Please don't make this more difficult than it has to be.
Stranger is good to this one, and to others. Now...
Please go away. If the Taskmaster knows we've talked, he'll be furious. Tempting, if I were an idiot. The Overseer stationed a Taskmaster here to keep me in line, and Cerrone wants me to risk his wrath? She should know better. She's seen the Taskmaster. I already told you I have no wish to suffer at the Taskmaster's hand. You killed her? Incredible! That's strength I can respect, friend. Alright, I'm in. With a warrior like you in our corner, maybe Cerrone's scheme is more reasonable than I thought. I hope to see you at the Overlook.
Get up here, Cerrone!
Taskmaster is angry. Taskmaster hates this Khajiit. But Taskmaster hates this Khajiit talking to others even more. Go away, or this one will suffer. This one cannot leave, on threat of endless death from Taskmaster upstairs. You are mad to come here. They have not taken you. You should flee while you can. You've returned, and this one heard the fighting. Could Taskmaster be dead? That is surprising. This one always thought that any who would challenge Taskmaster would be 5 kinds of dead. This one supposes she can stop working now. Zirani will go to the Overlook. You should come with us.
We're almost free. We're almost free. Only one task remains. You must die. Be at ease. I'm fully aware of what you can do. That's why I'm not telling. I'm asking. Let me explain at least. I've secured a spell to get us out of this plane. However, in order to channel it, I require a sacrifice. And I need it to be you. Time works differently in Daedric lands. I feel like I've searched for years and found nothing. You're the only plan I've got. I thank you. Your offer means more to me than you can know. The quickest, most painless way is right in front of you. Jump. The Mounted will take care of the rest. Please don't make this more difficult than it has to be. The only way for our spirits to reach Tamriel again is for you to die. I thank you for your sacrifice, friend. I am fading. Tamriel is pulling me back. It has, friend, it has. You've given me and the others a chance to bring our story to Tamriel, and perhaps bring closure for our loved ones. You have my eternal gratitude. I only hope the Divines find a way to pay you back for your kindness.
I don't understand what you people see in this city. I mean, compared to the rest of Cold Harbor, it's a bloody rat hole. I'm not entirely sure. I suppose it slipped my mind. Besides, I thought everyone knew about the planar vortex. You can't take 5 steps in Cold Harbor without hearing someone screaming about it. Of course, those screams are rather unintelligible. Oh, it's the planar vortex, the penultimate convergence, the plane meld between the worlds. I haven't been there myself, mind you, but Honor tells me it's a nasty place, all those horrible Nern bits melting into the beautiful Cold Harbor scenery. It's already happening, my good chap, and the only access to the planar vortex is through the portal in Molog Ball's courtyard. Wait a moment. Are you thinking of assaulting the Lord of Scheme's labyrinth and going through the portal? Count me in!
With Vanus and the Mage's Guild to aid you.
We have accomplished great things this day, my faithful friend. Was there ever any doubt? Between your skills and my formidable magical prowess, the destruction of the Shackle was a foregone conclusion. We aren't finished yet, however. Cadwell claims that we have more to do if we are to truly save Nirn. I would love to explore this lost city, but apparently we still have much to do. This planar vortex that Cadwell describes concerns me greatly. Let's head inside and formulate a new plan to deal with this danger. If what Cadwell says is true, our job isn't finished here. And I'm positive we got the Daedric Prince's attention at the Shackle. He won't be too happy about what we did to his toys. That means we need to hit him before he hits us. I need to consult with my colleagues in the Mages Guild. We need to gather whatever information we can on this planar vortex. I hate going into a situation blind. Let the mages inside know that I'll be joining them in a moment. I need to finish with Cadwell and the groundskeeper first. I don't know about you, but I find them both to be more than a little, peculiar. Please inform the mages that I'll be with them shortly. I know they'll be disappointed, but I need to have a few words with the groundskeeper first.
With Vanus and the Mage's Guild.
I'm glad Varnus made it. I was afraid we'd lost the old braggart. Varnus and I go way back. I'm not sure we could continue this mission without him.
We all knew we'd be fighting for our lives and the lives of the people of Nirn when we agreed to undertake this mission. I never expected anything different.
I am a long way from Ash Mountain and the warm climate of Stone Falls. But I have committed my time and talent to helping the Mages Guild here in Cold Harbor. Hopefully this will soon be over and we can return to our homes.
My job is to establish the Mages Guild Hall here in the Hollow City.
You must be the person who rescued all these people. We were part of Varnus Galerian's group before. Well, before everything fell apart. We appreciate everything you've done for us. The 4 of us, yes. There were many more, but, well, you've seen it out there. Even our fabled leader was lost to the harsh plain of Cold Harbor. We're all that made it back. What? You've got to be kidding. I saw him being torn away. There's no way they'd let him live. You must have him mixed up with someone. There just isn't any way.
Ah, my old friend. I thought we'd lost you.
What?
So good to see you all again, my friends. I'm glad we all made it here safely.
Varney, you're alive. That's wonderful.
Ah, dear Nalia, my heart fills with delight at the sight of you. Yes, I am safe.
Where have you been, old friend? Trying to win the war all by yourself again?
Well, yes, but I ran into a bit of trouble. Our friend here showed up and lent me a hand.
Well then, You have our thanks. I'm not sure we could have gone on without Vonis.
Cheer up, dear Nalia. I'm here now. But our mission isn't finished. We have to destroy the plein air vortex and end the plane meld.
Do you have a plan, old friend?
I know what we need to do. I'm just not sure how we go about doing it. We need to discuss this with the Fighters Guild. We need a council of war.
You returned the Great Mage to us. For that, you have my thanks.
I will take it from here, my friend. We have many things to do before we can assault the plein air vortex. Continue to build our forces. I promise we won't march against Molag Bal without you.
I'm glad Vonis made it. I was afraid we'd lost the old braggart. Vonis...
We all knew we'd be fighting for our lives and the lives of the...
I find it rather inspiring to see the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild working together. It gives me hope for the future. Why, just what you'd expect. In addition to providing portals and arcane knowledge, our mages can also unleash a storm of destruction spells at a moment's notice. We're ready to put an end to this plane meld. Just give the word.
I fear for the mages still lost in the wilds of Cold Harbor. I do hope we find them all before too much time has passed. A number of guild members have made it to the city, and we received magical communications from a few others. You've already helped so many of us. I hate to ask more of you, but if you go back out there, please set the rest of our comrades free.
We need to gather our forces and end this. If we stand back and do nothing, the plane meld will destroy our world. We expected it to be here, having studied the lore surrounding Cold Harbor and having read The Fall of Meridia's City. But I never expected it to be in such fine condition, or separate from the evils of this realm. I believe we were lucky. Well, think about it. Everything else that gets drawn into Molag Bal's realm becomes twisted and corrupted. But somehow, the Hollow City has remained free of the Dark Lord's influence. That's either luck or divine providence, if you ask me.
I don't understand what you people see in this city. I mean, compared to the rest of Cold Harbor, it's a bloody rat hole. I'm not entirely sure. I suppose it slipped my mind. Besides, I thought everyone knew about the planar vortex. You can't take 5 steps.
Meet me in front of the cathedral when you are ready to launch the attack. Time is no longer on our side. Ah, look around you. See how the people brighten the streets with their very presence. It is good to have this place inhabited once again. Your actions have caused beneficial reactions.
Those you saved found others on their way to the city, and the mages have opened stable portals to Nirn, bringing aid to Coldharbour. The city thrives thanks to you. King Dainar and Varnus have begun to rally the troops. They have called for a council to meet here in the Hollow City. There are decisions to be made, plans to draw up. The time for war fast approaches, and we need to be ready. If anyone who can help us remains in Coldharbour, I am not aware of their presence. If you still wish to explore, however, you are free to do so. You shall find the Ayleid King and the Mage inside the cathedral. They await your arrival. Once you enter the cathedral, the preparations for the final assault to save Nirn will begin. If you want to make any final preparations or rescue any others, I recommend you take care of those tasks before you enter the cathedral.
Kill any Ogrim lately? Wouldn't mind bashing a few of their thick skulls myself.
Feels good to be somewhere safe again. I don't know how much longer we would have survived out there. I'm just going to enjoy this quiet time for as long as it lasts.
All this bickering becomes tiresome. While I agree we can't just leave our brothers and sisters out there, Darian's right. We need a plan.
My apologies for that display. The whole rash comment. Just a figure of speech, of course. So, I suppose you know more about this place than any of us. Like where I can get a decent drink?
I represent the Fighters Guild here in the Hollow City. Yes, but like the others, I wound up separated and alone in the wilderness. Luckily, I wasn't far from the walls of the city and was able to make my way here without too much trouble.
It's like stepping into the past. We're walking around in a piece of history. Look at the architecture. Some of our troops have made their way back to the city, but we're still missing more people than I'd hoped. With any luck, they're still alive out there and just waiting to be rescued. I went days without a sip of mead when we were in the Tower of Lies.
I came along with the original force. I wanted to show my support for this important effort. The Fighters Guild is always prepared. If we had a motto, I would tell you that we're ready for anything. I just wish we could stop losing commanding officers. Come to think of it, I'm not actually sure who's in charge at the moment.
I refuse to leave our guildmates to rot in the wilds of this wicked place. I don't care about the dangers. How would you feel if it were you still out there? Wouldn't you want us to come and find you?
Nice Fighters Guild Hall. It's got all the comforts of home. But I'm ready to get out there and fight. You can only plan so much. Sometimes you need to swing your damned axe and move forward.
What a dismal land this is. Why don't they ever send me somewhere nice?
At the moment, the stores are full. As soon as the mages stabilize the portals to Tamriel, we'll have a more or less uninterrupted supply line. Things could change at any moment, though, so I'd suggest you stock up.
We have made excellent progress thus far, but there is still so much to do. Continue your efforts to fill this city and strengthen our army. We shall require every ally we can muster if we are to successfully challenge the Lord of Schemes.
A secure vault makes for a confident heart.
To see everything so alive and full of energy pleases me greatly. It is a stark contrast to the world outside these walls. It reminds me of my time in Glenumbra, when things were better.
It's good to see you live. We didn't make it as far as Tamriel, but at least we're no longer trapped by Grexiv.
Good to see you again, friend. The trip was not without its perils, but everyone watched out for each other. The groundskeeper told us we could settle here, in the Shining Star Inn. Rather nice place, don't you think? Yes, he gets tired easily, but we keep an eye on him. I'm glad you told me to try to forgive him. He made a dreadful mistake. I can tell he grieves at the suffering he caused. At heart, he is a good man. No, I thought about it. I'm glad he was honest with me. The others would just get angry at him. And what purpose would that serve? Everyone just accepts that some strange curse befell us and that you came along and broke it.
The hero of the Everfull Flagon. Nice to see you again, my friend.
This place is great! They have the most delicious mead.
Welcome to the Shining Star, my friend. You won't find a more warm and inviting place in all of Cold Harbor. There's a small number of us, and we've learned to work well together. Plus, the groundskeeper does her best to make sure we have fresh food and water.
Welcome, friend. I come from a long line of master brewers, and I guarantee that my beverages are the best you'll ever drink in this horrid land. Of course I know the groundskeeper. We're like peas in a pod. We'd all be lost without her. Well, to be honest, not very much. She must have been in the city when we were transported here.
I'm so happy I could just sing.
After our city.
This work isn't going to do itself.
If you're looking for something to eat, just give me a moment. I'm not used to these crowds. I prefer the term chef. I like to think...
Well met, my friend. We have met, haven't we? I confess my memory isn't what it used to be.
I still enjoy mead, just not the enchanted kind. And not all the time. No reason, really. I just like dancing. On tables.
I remember you. You helped free us from the Everfull Flagon. Thanks for that.
I like to come out here and just look at the trees. Doesn't look anything like my memories of our lost home, but it is rather beautiful here.
And the Undaunted returns. And from the vaults of madness themselves. Oh, but was worth it. Defeating the Mad Architect couldn't have been an easy feat.
Plenty for an Undaunted to see and to do in Coldharbour, my friend.
I appreciate the drink. Helps keep the anxieties under control in the depths of a dungeon. Oh, everything. Everything. To be undaunted when I go to the stream.
This one is one step closer to returning to the world of the living. Thank you, friend.
You have a home and a reputation? Splendid. Then let's make a deal.
I was beginning to think this fight was hopeless. But with the Great Shackle destroyed, we might just have a chance here.
The city has been empty for so long. It's good to finally see a new customer in here. Why, this is... You know, I can't remember the name of this place. It's an imperial city, though. Or it was. Before it was pulled into this dreadful land.
Don't have many ingredients to work with here in Coldharbour. Ones that won't kill you, I mean. But you're welcome to look over what I've got.
A home isn't complete without something to make your guest's skin crawl. What can I furnish your house with today?
It took a bit of work, but we finally stabilized the portals. Our people aren't getting scattered hither and yon every time they travel to Cold Harbor anymore. At least, not as long as they're traveling to the Hollow City.
Tarami can't thank you enough for getting us out of that predicament. We owe you one.
Thanks to you, we were able to perform the task we were sent here to do. We've opened stable portals to Nirn. Now we can get supplies and more forces into the Hollow City. I'd probably still be out there skulking about in scam form if not for you.
It feels good just to be able to sit by a warm fire and read again. It's been too long, really. If anything, it's a nice distraction. Takes my mind off everything that went on back at the cliffs.
This one apologized for stabbing Julene. She didn't seem to accept it, though. This one thinks she's going to need time to forgive Mim. Mim hopes she knows that what Mim did was for her own good. To save her. Sounds strange, even to Mim, yes?
The city is coming along nicely, don't you think? I'm not sure if we would have made it this far if not for your help. Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for freeing me.
Ah, it is my most pleasant and clever friend. Zur is happy to see you again. This Hollow City, it is nice, yes? Gardris would have liked this place. I learned much from our time together. Zur keeps better notes now. Very neat. Let's do this.
I've always enjoyed playing tribute by the candlelight. The whispers of a deck shuffle on crisp linen tablecloths. Quiet. Elegant. Not some drunken spectacle for cheap thrills and glory. Tribute is meant to be intimate. A game for two. And two alone. You may call me the author. Tales of Tribute is many things to many different people. For some, as I said, it is simply a means to revelry. But for the dreamers and truth-seekers, it provides so much more. Each deck tells a story. A timeless fable. Stories I tell, along with my fellow founders. The Roysters Club has goals that extend far beyond simple amusements. We seek to challenge, to hone, to teach, to improve. Every rule, every stroke of the brush serves this goal. Every day. Alas, no one can compete. To my great disappointment, players play the game, but they do not know the game. Not in the way it must be known to defeat me. I fear I will never meet another person who truly understands what we seek to do.
We receive strange looks from your people. I expected nothing less. They still think we are monsters. We will prove otherwise. We will show them the power of the Lamias and how our aid will help win this battle.
The choice of decor was not my own, if that's what you're wondering. It would appear that the city had its own worshippers of death. I guess even Meridia did not know everything that went on under her very nose.
You shall require more as you seek out the mage and the... You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course. As you seek out, go west. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid king. But the choice... Ah, look around you. See King Dinar and Van. If anyone who... You shall find the...
As soon as I can take a break, there's so much I want to search and explore. Very much so. Unfortunately, there isn't much time for research. For one thing, I need to keep my store open. The mages are counting on me for supplies. Have you looked outside? This place is crawling with Daedra! And not just the usual run-of-the-mill Daedra, oh no! The Daedra in this realm come in all kinds of terrifying shapes and sizes.
If you're thinking of venturing outside the city, you'll need the toughest armor you can afford. Lucky for you, I have exactly what you need. Aren't we all? But I wanted to do my part. Help with the war effort. Get to see a Daedric realm. It's certainly very different from Eastmarch.
It's hard maintaining stock in a place like this, especially with such a high demand. But I'll show you what I've got. I still have a job to do. They said they needed merchants, but I really want to get out of this stall and go bloody a Daedric nose or two. Maybe I'll close up shop and volunteer with the Fighters Guild. Maybe.
If the fight reaches these walls, I plan to be ready.
I wasn't sure what it would be like when I got here, but it isn't too bad. I might even be able to turn a profit. Mother Morrowind herself asked for volunteers. The effort in Cold Harbor needed support, she told us. It was all rather inspiring, and here I am. Remind me never to get this inspired again.
I'm a merchant by trade, but a warrior at heart. Of course, but I brought a little bit of home along with me. I filled my pocket with snow before we left. Here, let me show. Well, this is unfortunate.
My forge is your forge, friend. A portal. How did you get here? Because that's where the portal sent me. Aren't you listening? Did you get hit in the head? Perhaps you should go over to the Mages Guild and see one of their healers.
If you need something, step right up. My work is in high demand right now. High demand. We're in hostile territory. About to engage in a war to end all wars. How do you think business is going? Let's just say that I hope there's a world left to enjoy my profits in when all this is over.
I love the feel of smooth planks and the smell of sawdust. Making beautiful, durable wooden weapons is a useful skill to have.
I prefer to fight from a distance. The longer, the better. So I'm quite content to hold up in this city for the duration of this engagement. What a silly question. That's like asking if I prefer food to water. Both are necessary to life as we know it. That said, I always get a little thrill when I see a mage cast a spell. It's so exciting.
This ancient city is pretty impressive. Such dreadful creatures. I almost feel sorry for the poor things, but I heard that only the most evil people wind up in Cold Harbor, so I guess I shouldn't feel too sorry for them.
Urki's heart beats with 1,000 sorrows. But if you wish to purchase a sword, this one will show you what she has.
Wrong? Is a sky without moons wrong? Is a day without caramelized goat nibbles wrong? Oh, this one cannot stop thinking about the enchanting dark elf with the fragrant odor. The world is coming to an end. What does it matter if Urki wants to run her claws through the enchanter's luxurious locks of hair? How could she not? Didn't Urki follow all the appropriate courting steps? This one rubbed against the Dark Elf's shapely leg. This one performed the bump of the forehead. Urki even left a dead skeever to show how much she cares.
What a spectacular day! I almost feel like singing. Really? Does it show? One of the soldiers in the Fighters Guild has asked to buy me a drink at the tavern. He's a Nord, but he doesn't seem anywhere near as loud or obnoxious as I was led to believe.
Even though it was a trap, I wish I had had more time to explore the library. Imagine the treasures and knowledge I could have acquired. At least Kirith managed to grab a couple of books before we left. I can't wait to start reading them.
It's good to have Raynor back here with me. I don't know what I'd do without him. Just to see him examining maps and thinking up his next device. It makes me really appreciate how far we've come.
Oh, when I find that Stibbons, he will hear an earful from me. How dare he think he can just vanish and leave me all alone? He'll be punished severely for this. Quite severely.
For all the years I've spent researching and looking into just how the Planes of Oblivion work, I still find myself astonished at every new discovery. That library, for instance, I've never experienced a spell quite like that before.
Oh, when I find that
Why am I punished so?
I left my family back in Windhelm to come here. I hope I don't live to regret it. The legend says that Meridia herself pushed this city into Cold Harbor and placed spells around it to keep it safe from the Lord of Brutality. But maybe he just doesn't want to.
Her graceful shape I heave up high, and in
What is it?
Despite the lack of ingredients I'm used to dealing with, this desolate place isn't half bad. Nothing out of the ordinary for a lost city in Cold Harbor, but I'm not one to engage in gossip. Perhaps you should try one of the other merchants, or maybe ask around in the tavern.
Well? Enchanting requires concentration and precision, but I'm just not feeling like myself today. And with good reason. Someone left a dead skeever on my doorstep. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was that Khajiit blade merchant. She has been acting rather strange since we got here. Well, she comes around and sniffs my hair. Brushes her fur up against me. She even did this thing where she bumped her forehead against mine and purred. Strange things like that. What? No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? She's kind of cute, though. Sort of like a big kitten. Maybe I'll see if she wants to join me for dinner. As long as she doesn't bring me any more dead animals.
The probability that any of us will survive this adventure, based on every calculation I could reference, is exceedingly infinitesimal. Could be worse, I suppose.
All that work and worry, and here we are, helping the Mages Guild. It's like a dream come true. I can't wait to delve into a few more of these Cold Harbor dungeons.
Remember our deal. I help you, then you help me. Everything else is just so much sound and fury.
This is so exciting. My first council meeting. At least, my first that didn't involve wood elves in a dark forest.
I'm curious to examine this plan that Vanus has come up with.
I heard there was an important meeting going on. I'm sure they meant to invite me. After all, important meetings lead to quests, and quests are my speciality. I'm always ready to smite evil and preserve the natural beauty of Cold Harbor.
With the slightest amount of assistance from the Mages Guild, I have figured out how to cross the chasm and reach the planar vortex. The effort, however, will require the work of our combined forces. King Dinar will explain everything shortly.
Look at this place. All fancy and formal. Everyone gathered, putting aside their differences to overcome a greater evil. How heroic. I expect this means that we're all going to die. Heroically, of course.
If this one wasn't shaking in his fur at the thought of facing Molag Bal, I would find this gathering to be extremely fascinating.
Molag Bal will shiver in fear at our approach. He will feel the might of me and my sisters.
Let's make this quick. There's monsters out there that need killing.
The Mages Guild and Fighters Guild working together. I never thought I'd see the day. But with you helping us, I'm sure that everything will turn out fine.
It is time to have a revenge.
Vanus has assured me that his plan will work. We just have to put aside our differences and work together.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault, but I wanted to wait until you arrived. Do you have any questions before we begin? We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the planar vortex. To reach the vortex, we need to cross the chasm and get through whatever defenses the Dark Lord throws at us. I fear battle is inevitable. Well said, friend. Please, hold your questions until everyone who wants to has had an opportunity to speak. After that, we can debate the details as you see fit. Attention, please. I have called you all here because the moment of destiny fast approaches. The great shackle has been destroyed, but not before a planar vortex was established. We must destroy this vortex before it sucks the very essences of Nirn into Cold Harbor. The Fighters Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders, but blades have little power against
And
magic.
that's where my mages come in. Our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures, and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan. Plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Bal's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic!
Ah, magic, the solution to all life's problems. I love magic. It's so magical.
I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength. There is no other option. Lives will be lost, but hopefully a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The planar vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel to certain destruction.
Well, when you put it that way, there are a lot of lovely ladies that need to be saved.
Yes. Well, be that as it may, we launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Baal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you. This mission needs a leader. I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already accomplished the impossible. But you are one of a very small few that I would trust with this task. I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to win this war. Still, with you leading the charge, we have an excellent chance to end the plane meld and save our world. With the combined forces of the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, we must take the battle to Molag Bal and reach the portal to the planar vortex. It all starts at the chasm. Scouts are already in place, gathering information ahead of your arrival. It is a narrow, well-defended span of rock, swarming with Daedra and dominated by a gatehouse that blocks the way into Molag Bal's personal domain. Cadwell knows the region. He's a strange fellow, but I trust him. He's waiting for you at the chasm. It is vitally important that we take the chasm. If we fail, we'll never be able to cross into Molag Bal's inner sanctum and reach the portal to the planar vortex. Cadwell will aid you. He sees the world in a different way, but he's a good man.
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it, sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molag Gunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you. Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it, sitting around this side of the chasm, twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall proceed with caution and see if I can keep him focused on the task at hand. We must be ever vigilant. Daedra can be as devious as dark clouds on a sunny day.
You did it! The portal is ours now! Darian Gautier and Walksanash have already led troops through to the other side. Darian was impatient. As soon as you broke the seals, he took some troops and went through the portal. Walksanash went along to keep him out of too much trouble. I'll use illusions to scout ahead and see what's waiting for us at the gatehouse.
The Court and I have a wager in play. Just to make things more interesting, whoever collects the most Dremora hearts wins.
Sinfei thinks she can beat a Nord in a contest? Especially a killing contest? Ha! By the time we're through, I'll have more Dremora hearts than I can carry.
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. Grinda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it. By all means. Do you want to know how many Daedra can dance on the head of a pin? How I managed to stay so cheerful even in the most perilous of circumstances? What's my favorite color? Ha ha! Ask away. Mola Grunda, a large woman with wings, bit of a temper, guards the gatehouse. I hear that she's the daughter of Molag Bal, if you can believe that. He never struck me as a family man, but who am I to judge? It's my home, old chum. Has been for years. I know every wondrous nook and cranny. Beautiful place, full of fascinating creatures. Of course, they often try to kill you, but that's the challenge of it, isn't it?
Take the portal up to the next level. We'll take care of any Dremora stragglers who decide to cause trouble.
Go through the portal. We'll make sure this area remains secure.
Denthis, Dethys, you two guard the portal. Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut off. I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
My brother and I will guard this area. See what you can do about those reinforcement portals. Oh, right as rain. Besides, we've got the high and mighty Cadwell watching our backs. He might be as crazy as an outhouse skeever, but he's remarkable with that sword.
There are 2 portals being used by the Dremora to transport reinforcements. You have to shut those portals down. Well, Darian ran east and Walksanash ran west, so I imagine that tells us something. Now, stop standing around and move out. Those reinforcements are slaughtering us.
I'll guard the portal and make sure we maintain control of this location. I may have to take on a Daedroth or 2 single-handedly, but that's to be expected in my line of work. See if you can't cut off the source of those reinforcements, would you?
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedric portal. One Daedric portal closed, as promised. Now that's how to do it with style.
These creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend. We must be ever vigilant. Daedra can be as devious as dark clouds on a sunny day.
I got the barrier down. Molag Grunda has to know we're coming. The chasm is nearly ours. I'm going to see who needs help back by the portals. Cadwell is up at the gatehouse. The two of you can deal with Molag Grunda.
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Molag Grunda? Right, we control the rest of the chasm now, and the troops have matters well in hand. Let's go and have a sit-down with Molag Grunda. She's always good for a laugh and a song. From Grunda, rudeness, hostility, sarcasm, and most certainly a large amount of open hostility. I've no idea how she keeps house, but I imagine we'll find the usual Daedric touches that make Coldharbour feel so warm and inviting.
I can't wait to see Molag Grunda's face when she sees us. She and I go way back, you know. Once we get inside, we cross one little bridge to reach the gatehouse. Follow me!
I think our friends have the chasm well in hand. What say we pop in for a chat with Moloch I've always loved this part of the chasm. It's so majestic. Takes your breath away, doesn't it? On occasion, quite permanently. There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. Ah, of course. I remember now. There's a flywheel in each of the side antechambers. We need to start them spinning to open the main door. It's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good tug, and that flywheel will be spinning in no time.
I need aid!
I need healing!
I've always loved this part of the chasms. Shall we go and have a proper visit? I'm sure Grunda's prepared something lovely, just for the occasion. What an impressive door. Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunda always had good taste, I have to say. See? I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckables. Grunda enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens, anything pluckable, really. Shall we go and have a proper visit?
Puny, wingless, mortal fools! I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! killed my darling creature! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
Shall we go and have a prop? Well, that was disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done! With Molag Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is now under our control! Gathwin is rounding up the troops. I asked her to keep an eye on Darien as well. He's a terror with the sword, but sometimes I think he takes too many chances. Meet me outside. We have things to discuss, and I find these Daedric halls extremely distasteful.
Maybe next time Grunda will serve a proper tea when guests arrive. I mean, beer. The social graces are simply beyond some people. What's that? Sorry, bit of a problem with the right ear ever since I had that run-in with the Titan. Rings like the bells of Cyrodiil when the weather turns. Oh, she'll be back eventually. You can't really destroy a Daedra no matter how hard you try. I wonder if Grunda likes wildflowers. I'll make sure that we have some waiting for her when she eventually recorporealizes. Maybe next time Grunda will serve a proper tea when...
Kamu crossed the chasm with most fragrant companions by his side. This one grieves for the friends we lost today, however, and for the losses yet to come.
Honor.
Another distraction.
Damned blood fiend took a piece out of my arm. I got separated from my troop, and a group of blood fiends chased me. I hid in the entrance to a tomb, just to the west of here. If not for my injuries, I would have explored the place. I'm sure there's some fabulous treasures buried inside. My cousin, Netira, she knows all about tombs and ancient ruins and things like that. She spotted the name on the tomb before we got separated. Said it was an old dark elf name, Malsora's tomb. Treasure and dark elf magic. I'd stake my name on it. Damned blood fiend took a piece out of my...
The Pact and Glory.
While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach. Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts. Eager and confident. I like that. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know. I have my preparations to deal with, and you have yours. The first step is to make sure the ritual targets the correct creatures. Marking the vampires' lairs with their own blood will guarantee this. In the most expedient manner possible, the ritual unleashes a magic that tracks down the blood and targets the creatures connected to it. Then the vampires will become mindless beasts, no longer capable of posing any threat. I've been developing this ritual for years, but I've never had the chance to test it until now. If this works, it could be a major breakthrough against vampirism. Just another of Molag Bal's clever witticisms, I suppose. It's an orchard from which he plucks the fruit of his vampiric creations. Or something poetic and disturbing like that. But we have a ritual to prepare for. I've read accounts of these foul artifacts. Molag Bal uses them to enslave large communities and to empower specific parts of his divine portfolio. In this case, I believe the heart is greatly increasing the rate at which the vampirism spreads. Not easily, but that's where my ritual comes in. By the time I finish casting it, the heart will be no more, and the vampires will no longer pose a threat to our forces. What are you still doing here?
Sorry I missed the fight with Molag Grunda. I got distracted by a veritable flood of Dremora. I was up to my ankles in winged twilights and was having a grand old time. What, the chasm? Piece of cake. I'd say that facing a Zibalai and winged twilight on my own was a bit of a challenge, but then I'd be lying. They fell like great trees before a woodcutter's axe. An overdue appointment with Molag Bal himself, I guess. I don't want to sound overly confident, but I feel like I've gotten better since we got here. And I was, as you'll no doubt agree, damned impressive before Cold Harbor. Ah, the vampires. Should be a worthy challenge. Gothron wants me to take a patrol back through the chasm and let King Dinar know what's been happening. Might even have time to stop for a drink or two in the Hollow City. An overdue appointment with Molag Bal.
Blood for the pact.
Kamu crossed the chasm with most fragrant companions by his side.
Do not do this. I implore you, my children are not evil. to this danger. Such a cruel and distasteful chore the elf has tasked you with. You don't know what you're doing. Molag Bal is the enemy here, not my children.
This is a bad place. A very bad place. It chills my scales.
Lunk likes the pretty sky. And the rocks. Lunk likes rocks.
Finish your preparations. We head out momentarily.
I'm sticking with the captain. If anyone can get us out of here, she can.
Sithis, blind me. Be there other living mortals in this wretched waste? You're the first swab I've seen who still has meat on their bones. A whirlpool. It pulled in our ship and dropped us here. We fell right out of the sky. We went looking for the shipwrecks of the lost fleet. Never expected to find them in another world entirely. These and a few others. I sent the rest with my first mate Jalan up that canyon to investigate the nearest wreck. I'm about to lead these lubbers to check out a second wreck. Anything we find will be more than we have now. We're off to search the second wreck. I'd be obliged if you could follow Jalan's wake and see what's keeping him. Bring him along to the other wreck, so's I can dress him down for being a lazy lackwit. If he ain't dead, that is. Ask away, mate, but be quick about it. We need to move out soon. Many a year I've sailed the seas around Tamriel, but I've never seen its like. It was vast, larger than all Alton Coromont, and it spun up all sudden-like. No wonder sailors call the waters around Thras the Cursed Sea. We was searching for the shipwrecks of the All Flags fleet. Do you know the legend? Scores of ships lost at sea, each one loaded with loot. I found the log of Admiral Olo's navigator. That told me how to find the Thras archipelago, or where it used to be before it mostly sank. Olo had himself a good navigator, all right. Her directions led me right into the maw of that whirlpool. Treasure, of course. It's a legend in Alton Coromont that some of our swabs sailed in the fleet that sacked Thras. The ones who survived came home loaded with loot. If my ancestors could do it, so can I. Aye, that'd be a fine end to our adventure. We find the Great Lost Fleet, and then we walk away from it. We lost too many crewmates finding this place. We owe it to them to do at least a little plundering before we pack it in. Many a year I've sailed the seas around Tamriel, but I've never seen its like. It was vast, larger than all Alton Coromont, and it spun up all sudden-like. No wonder sailors call the waters around Thras the Cursed Sea.
Lunk likes the pretty sky. Lunk likes the pretty sky. And the rocks. Lunk likes rocks.
Oh! You about scared me out of my pelt. At least there's flesh on your face. Where did you come from? Oh, she did she? And where were you when my crew was being killed by walking skeletons? No matter. It's just you and me now. You, me, and this door. And the door is stuck. Oh, aye, but it'll make a lot of noise. Likely to attract more of those bony swabs. Tell you what. I'll work on the door if you'll keep the bone boys off me. Deal? Mirror, take it! Open the blasted hatch! Fudge blast you! Just a little more. Mirror, take it! Fudge blast you! Just a little more. Open, you blasted hatch. Got it. Meet you inside. I was starting to hope you weren't coming in. Look at all this treasure. Wait. What's happening? I feel strange. My skin, my fur. What?
Ah! Fools can't resist cursed treasure. Now you are mine to control. Kill the intruder!
Cursed, Daedra, take it. Cursed! A curse on all curses. Cursed, Daedra, my crew. They got excited and rushed to grab the treasure. The gold. It turned them into skeletons. Then some kind of specter appeared and ordered my own crew to attack me. I had to kill them. Curse the luck. Now we find the spook that ensorcelled my crew and destroy it. Wasting good treasure by putting a curse on it. Now that's foul play by Sithis. Aye, that I did. And I swear on the blood of me crew that spook will pay for this wicked trick.
You have come to a very bad place.
Have you come to kill us, Lizard Bones?
No, I have come to save you. Listen to me, child.
Speak to this creature at your peril. I don't trust it. Not a bit. If it raises so much as a finger, I'll strike it down.
Why are you here? Why have you come searching for this damned fleet of the lost? Treasure. You won't find that here. But revenge? Aye, revenge might just be possible. Find the Admiral and destroy him. He's using the ruins of the fleet to build his coral tower. He wants to reach the portal in the sky. We're his slaves, working endlessly to make his mad desires come true. There are many who wish we could rebel, but the Admiral holds the crown of bones. Molag Bal himself gave him that terrible relic. With it, the Admiral controls the cursed skeletons of the fleet. But you aren't cursed yet. I hid the final chapter of my journal in the hold of my ship, the Golden Era. It's docked at the Skeleton Village. My journal holds the key to reaching the Admiral's sanctuary.
You want to help them to Sona, eh? Fool! You can't defy the Crown of Bones! Kill them!
No, I can't. Not my own blood.
Most entertaining!
That Admiral spook Sithis Sinkim seems to control all the skeletons. And he did. He showed me the Admiral's control isn't absolute. Meet me at the wreck of the Golden Era, and we'll find his hidden journal.
That thing ate my soul! My soul! They've taken my soul! They took our souls. They fed them to some sort of anguish gem, and now I'm the only one left. Can you destroy the gem before I wind up like the rest of these wretches? The anguish gem is just beyond this door, but it's barred from the other side. You need to go all the way around. Some rather nasty things lurk in these caves. You need to be careful. The anguish gem is just beyond this door, but it's...
Split up!
Charge!
You destroyed the Anguish Gem, didn't you? I feel different somehow. You did? I knew it! That's wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Now I won't wind up like the rest of these poor wretches. I have my soul back, and I'm getting out of here.
I see your skin is still on your bones. I searched the rest of the ship, but there's no sign of the journal. Did you have better luck? Did you indeed? That be well. Let me see it. I have a plan, but it only includes me. Maybe I will at that. Let me see that journal, mate. What's this? Alton Coromant. Sithis, take it. This is naught but the ravings of a madman. Where's the secret he promised? Ah, that'll be the key that gets us into the Admiral. Or rather, you. I need you to get that crown of bones thing. I've got another task ahead of me. Oh, I do. And I've seen you in action, so I expect to get it. But the dead skeletons had mates in his crew from my village. That makes them relatives, even ancestors mayhap. I think I can use that connection to break their bondage. Worth a try. The key must open the Admiral's coral tower. Take it, enter the tower, and kill the Admiral. As for me, it's my duty to look up me dead relatives and see what I can do to help them, even if it's only to lay them to rest. Go on, mate. If things go well, I hope to help you when you face the Admiral.
Do a mate a favor. I'd wager a meat walker like you would like to put your hands on some treasure that ain't cursed. I could arrange that. Help me out of this mortifying predicament, mate. I'm too willful for the Admiral's crown to work on me, so he had me busted to bits and me bones thrown away. And the only thing worse than being a living skeleton is being just a talking skull. Smash up some of these weak-willed swabs and bring me a new set of bones. When I get back on my feet again, I'll reward you handsome-like with loot and all. What do you say, mate? Don't think I don't know what you're up to. Now die! I command here. Die!
Look what I found. Some long-lost Look what I found. Some long-lost relatives. The shock of seeing me has knocked them out from under the Crown's control. But it won't last. That be the Crown right there. What are you going to do with it, mate? That there Crown of Bones, it's cursed belike. You could destroy it. That might set the sailors free, or it might destroy them. I have another proposition for you. Give the crown to me. Aye, but Molag Bal made it for the Admiral, not for me. I know a trick or two I learned from an old shaman. I think I can use the crown on the sailors one by one to set their souls free. But first, we go up against Molag Bal. That's a swab what needs taken down a peg. And I'm just the lizard to do it. Stand back then, mate, while I put on the crown. If I turn on you, strike me down. Do it quick-like. There's a good chum. Good choice, mate, giving me the crown. Now I think I'd best be introducing me crew to their new captain.
Got me no bones yet? Oh, quick work, mate. Now pick up me skull add it to the lot and put the whole kit and caboodle on the ground over there. I'll be doing the rest. This'll do just fine. I'm a skeleton of me words, so here, take this. I'll be off with it. I got some vengeance to bestow on them what busted me up. Now you're in for it, you weak-willed swabs. Later, mate. I got me some killing to do.
Foul temptress! I'll hear no more of your lies!
Such a stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason.
We can't trust this one. Her pleasing form hides a hideous and powerful monster.
I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives. Some call me the Crimson Matron, others the concubine of Cold Harbor. I am an elder vampire brought to this new life by Molag Bal. These are my children, but they have been enthralled by the Lord of Brutality. My children protect this orchard because Molag Bal commands it. They aren't evil. They're slaves of the Harvest Heart. Instead of destroying them, help me set them free. Imagine an army of vampires that owes you a favor. The ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. Of course. Take all the time you need. It's not like you're trying to save the world from Molag Bal or anything like that. Oh wait, that's exactly what you're trying to do. I shall await your decision with bated breath.
You can't seriously be considering her proposal, can you? She's a confounded vampire, for Magnus's sake! She's an elder vampire! Setting those monsters free will be like ringing the dinner bell in a Nord feast hall before the meal is ready. Her so-called children see us as food and nothing more. The only logical solution is to perform my ritual. Really? You need to consult with a monster before you agree to help the great and powerful Vanus Galerion. Oh, very well. Do what you must. I'll wait here until you reach a decision.
Have you considered my proposal? Will you help me save my children and set them free? I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish a most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Molag Bal's hold on my children. My children will oppose us every step of the way. As long as the Harvest Heart continues to hold them in its grasp, they have no choice. Protect me from them, and I promise I will set them free of Molag Bal's evil. My children will oppose it. My children will oppose us every... My children will oppose us every step of the way.
I've prepared the ritual site, and I'll assist the vampire with her spell. But if she betrays us and our world is destroyed, I'll never speak to you again.
The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn to be free. The black blood flowing from the Harvest Heart binds my children to Molag Bal, but it also gives us a connection we can take advantage of. While I provide the power to destroy the Harvest Heart, you must sever the connection to Molag Bal. Find the Lord of Schemes binding totems and destroy them. They are spaced evenly around the Harvest Heart. As each totem breaks, my children will be separated from Molag Bal, and the energy protecting the Harvest Heart will falter. Destroy those binding totems while we complete the ritual.
It's too late to change our minds now. Destroy those binding totems and leave us to our work.
Destroy those binding... Destroy those binding totems.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed! I hope this was all worth it. I was so looking forward to turning their minds to jelly.
The Harvest Heart has been destroyed. My children are no longer slaves to Molag Bal. Most certainly. Thanks to your efforts, my children are free. They won't give you any more trouble. And, as I promised, my children will aid you when you need it most.
Another successful mission. But we're not finished yet.
I appreciate what you did for my children. Most mortals see us only as monsters. But you were willing to look beyond that and set us free.
Thanks to you, the vampires are no longer controlled by Molag Bal. I hope we don't live to regret this outcome.
Just the person I was looking for. King Dainar is rallying our forces near the Reaver Citadel. Yes, King Dainar and our forces are preparing to attack the Reaver Citadel to the north. And on my way to find you, I noticed a strange shipyard to the east and a Red Guard settlement to the west. It was the strangest sight. More shipwrecks than a shipyard, really. It was as if they just fell out of the sky. And there was an awful lot of them. Other than a massive graveyard of ships of various designs spread across the valley to the east of here. No, not really. No, I doubt it's an actual settlement. That's just what the architecture reminded me of. I wasn't able to get too close, but I swear I heard music coming from that direction. You know, it sounded very festive to me. Isn't that strange, in a place like this? What could any of these soul-shriven have to be happy about? It's Molag Bal's last line of defense before we reach his inner sanctum, and it's certainly his most powerful. The Dremora station there have turned it into a heavily fortified city. Not quite, but soon. He's waiting for you and a few of the others to meet up with him. They're gathering on the land bridge just to the north. I'm gonna head in that direction as soon as we're done here. Just the person I was looking for. King...
Thanks to you, the vampire... Be gone, foul creature! We don't have time for your games!
Just in time,
Mortals
as always.
are always so amusing. I offer information, aid for your quest, and you shun me.
You expect us to trust a creature of the plains? Ridiculous!
A mare as arrogant as a kin. How delightful. I do so love watching egotistical braggarts stumble. I may allow you to reconsider and accept my offer. Of course, I may not. I haven't decided yet.
You there! Find out where that creature is lurking. I want her watched.
I can't let this happen again. Not again. I can't bear to watch someone die again. Oh, Stibbons, that poor, poor man. This manor, it's not what it seems, and now poor Stibbons has been caught in its embrace. Without help, he will surely die, just like the others. It will be dangerous, but perhaps you can go inside and convince him to leave before it's too late.
You look like I could use a drink.
You look so tense. You need to relax. Please, enjoy our hospitality and let all your worries slip away. Why concern yourself with the whys and hows of this realm? This place is safe. We'll care for all your wants and needs. What else is there to tell you? But you look so thin. You need to eat something. Go, find the banquet tables. Have some food.
Look at you. Nothing but skin and bones. We really need to fatten you up before you wither away to nothing. Don't mind me. You seem a bit busy. We can talk later. When you stepped through our gates, you left behind the harsh confines of a cold harbor. Now you are our welcome guest. Enjoy yourself. Later, join us for the celebration in the manor house. For now, eat some food, relax in the baths, unwind.
Fancy meeting you here, my friend. It's good to see you again. Hardly. I haven't received this much adoration, well, ever. The sisters are even going to throw a celebration in my honor. Doesn't that sound exciting? I'll be at the banquet tables with Rayima. Introduce yourself to Nuzara and Sheefa, then join me.
Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself comfortable, stranger. Everything the Manor of Revelry has to offer is yours for the taking.
You look so tense. You need to relax. Please, enjoy our hospitality and let all your worries slip away.
Don't I know you?